Buenos dias, boys and girls. How is everybody today?
Hola, niños. You look marvelous this morning. Simply marvelous.
Hi, kids. Are you excited to celebrate the last official day of Sunday school for the year with a party downstairs?
And to celebrate Teacher Appreciation Sunday. To say thanks to all the teachers and leaders for all their hard work this year. In fact, let's get started right now with a shout of thanks to the teachers. Notice, I didn't say shout out. I hate that phrase.
Hi.
It's redundant, as in repetitively unnecessary and grotesquely slangy.
So what do we shout?
Well, how about hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
Un momento. Shouldn't we just say hip hooray? I think the hip part is redundant too.
Okay, let's try hip hooray.
Hip hooray! And come to think of it, maybe we shouldn't even be saying hip hooray. I mean, who in this growing older generation wants to be thinking about the size of their hips these days when they're being congratulated?
Hip, hip, hooray has nothing to do with hips.
Then why do we say it? Maybe we should say elbows, elbows, hooray! Or to avoid the redundancy yet, just say elbows, hooray! Let's try it. Elbows, hooray! Doesn't really have the same ring to it, does it? Oh well. Most people don't have a problem with their elbows anyway, so.
I do.
Me too.
Why?
Because I don't even have elbows.
Me neither.
Well, what then?
How about if we just say, Huzzah? That's a good old-fashioned celebratory articulation.
Huzzah! One more time. Huzzah!
And it's been in use at least since Shakespeare's day.
Don't mention that name.
What name?
Shakespeare. We don't want Pastor Dave to think we're stealing one of his favorite subjects while he's away in Hawaii. He may be listening in on the service, and we don't want him choking on his fresh mangoes and papayas.
Hey, stop that.
Stop. What?
Stop eating the appreciation.
But these are flowers.
I know, but it's what we're giving the teachers and the shepherds for Teacher Appreciation Day.
But I am appreciating them. Maybe even more than the teachers would, because not only do I get to see them, but I can also taste them. Yum.
Well, some gifts you're just not supposed to eat.
Why not? Llamas eat almost anything.
Well, you don't eat the gift of teaching.
Huh?
That's right. Just look out there. Lots of those folks have given up their time and talents all year long, teaching the kids and grown-ups at Sunday school and at youth group and Bible studies. And you know why everyone comes to the classes?
Because they bring snacks?
No, because they bring themselves, the knowledge of the Bible and the stories of Jesus, because they are doing what Jesus did, telling everyone they know about God's love and how it changes lives and how it changed their lives.
That's true, and it did change mine. If it wouldn't have been for my teachers back at the orphanage in Bolivia, who saved me, I'd still be, I don't know what I'd be, but I wouldn't be here helping share the stories of Jesus on Sundays.
Exactly. And the teachers don't do it for thanks, but it's nice to thank them anyway. Isn't it, kids? Let's give them another huzzah. Huzzah!
Why do you think they do it then?
Well, for every kind of reason. But one main one is because once you feel and know God's love and find Jesus' arms around you, how can you not share that with others? Like the song about singing says, how can I keep from singing? Well, every single person in this church knows what that feels like. They look at all these kids and everyone else here and they think, how can I keep from teaching? How can I keep from loving?
And so, once a year, if there are any flowers left, we'd like to hand them out to the teachers of the church who give so much, sharing themselves and sharing Jesus' love with others.
Say huzzah again.
Huzzah!
You know, I think that our teachers are so wonderful that they deserve a redundancy. So let's go back to the hip, hip, hurrah. And instead of thinking of hips, maybe we can all be thinking of how hip it is to share God's love in whatever way we can. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
You know, that reminds me of that famous quote by the founder of Methodism, John Wesley. And it's one of the unofficial mottos of this church. And this just happens to be the Sunday of the anniversary of the day when his heart was strangely warm anyway. And the quote goes, do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as ever you can. And there's nothing wrong with that redundancy. And that's what our teachers and shepherds and other leaders and everyone who contributes so much to this church do for us and for the world.
I'd say that's worth one more shout out.
Hip, hip, hooray.
Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
And now, kids, if you'd all stay up here for another minute, you can help us applaud all the teachers and then hand out these flowers as a beautiful, living, and tasty sign of our appreciation and thanks. So, teachers, education volunteers, puppet show folks, shepherds, rotation leaders, please everyone stand as we express our gratitude to you and to God for you, and if everybody could applaud.
Teachers, please stand. You're going to express before we hand out the flowers, we're going to say a prayer. In your bulletin, it's yellow like this, all of you out there. Please stay standing, teachers. We're going to say this together and then the kids will bring you flowers. Okay? To our teachers, we give thanks to God for your willingness to take on the task of leading us in the study of scriptures and reflection on our Christian faith. We rejoice that God has given you gifts to help our church family, children, youth, and adults to grow in the knowledge and the love of Jesus Christ. Please join me in prayer.